Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Takes it to the 26, just a... The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. with Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mayfield to throw it. That caught by Trimble. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Panthers 13, Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. They'll run on first down with Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come back, reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down at 5. Now Stafford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
Play action. Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, Brad, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark, because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter. And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up third and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
What we would consider generational for most players, we simply take for granted at this point with Aaron Donald. 7th straight All-Pro season last year, complete with 12.5 sacks and a career high in tackles. And who could forget the sequence he had down the stretch to help Los Angeles secure a Super Bowl win.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Powell on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On first down, Stafford here. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
But certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in a game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. Stafford now to throw. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Allen Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going with their tight end on fourth. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped with a yard shy. He needed two. He only got one. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So he came that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a whisker.
And Brandon, pro football's a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Stafford now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier.